I am the RB_3 on Twitch, Trovo.live the RB3. Welcome back to the Rise Up Podcast. We're actually going to be diving into a little more. We'll still be doing our normal lengthy podcasts, but we'll also be doing some short discussionary videos, about 10, 15 minutes or so, depending on runtime.
Each category.
And each category. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna pass it off. I'm not pointing. I'm just gonna go. Let's go with the host.
I wanted to point so bad.
We'll move over. So let's go over to formerly known as DJ Excubo, Wolfcross.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
Yes, I did rebrand, but because I don't DJ anymore, so I wanted to get away from that. And I don't know if this probably goes out to everybody who has DJ in their name, but goddamn, do you DJ? Oh, I swear, if I could backhand you for reals in real life, I would.
Hey, yes, bro, are you actually a wolf?
I am now. But yes, I do stream on Twitch, and I've been streaming on Trouble.live as well, under the same name. It's WULFCROSS. So it's Wolf with a U. And then I stream as much as I can basically now. So I'll pass it on to I'm just gonna call out because I don't want to point. So Bambushko, go ahead.
My name is Bambushko. I stream on Twitch. I stream The Isle, and hopefully I'm gonna try to stream on GTRP soon because I'm really enjoying that. And love life. And we carry on to the Papa Grizz, man.
Papa Grizz, can you hear us?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still stream on Twitch, but I haven't been streaming that much lately just because I had a baby and I've been busy. So Grizz_XI on everything except for Instagram. That's D_Rob Fitness. I'm gonna change it eventually. I made all my stuff with that already, and I really didn't want to go back and change it. But
that one name.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to gaming, content creation, and the entertainment industry.
Yes.
So, since we've already had a little dry run of this, I'll let Wolf. Why don't you you introduce
Twitter.
what's
Twitter.
been happening?
Don't get on Twitter. Don't even look at it right now.
For the love of God, don't get on Twitter.
It's the past month has been ridiculous. There's evil in the world. There's evil on Twitch. There's evil on Mixer.
I think every social media in existence right now is just trash everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just all a bunch of crap.
Like
I literally everywhere.
I've seen legitimate partners on these platforms like attacking either other platforms or people from other platforms and attacking the platforms themselves. Like I took a couple screenshots and I sent them to Wolf today. I was like, dude, I can't anymore. And I just started unfollowing. Every time I see something it just pisses me off, I unfollow them, and it's made everything way better.
The bad part about it is the people that do it that are like dead serious about it. Like, I mean, like a good example of what I mean is the Doc, for example.
Yeah.
He always, joked about Mixer. He even made that video of like flying over the city and Twitch and all that.
Yeah.
But like even when Mixer shut down, he was like, "Nah, that's like not cool. It's like not a funny matter or anything for those content creators." Like even he joked about it, but even he knew that wasn't like something to like make fun. It wasn't you couldn't make light of the situation, I guess.
Yeah, like there's a big difference between satire and just being cruel.
Yep.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He did it and it got him views and stuff, so it's like.
Yeah, but that was when that was when they had just gotten Ewok, Ninja, Shroud. They had gotten all of them, so they were like everybody thought they were in a good place.
Everybody had hope.
And yeah.
From what I saw, it was because I saw it on the Twitch side first. Everybody's like, "Oh, screw Twitch! All these rapey guys."
Basically.
Yeah, and then they were like, that the whole Blackout Wednesday or something like that. I can't remember. Right? They were trying to do that, right? And then at the same time, Mixer was having their own thing. So Twitch people were like, Twitch bad, Twitch bad, Twitch bad. And then it turns out Mixer were like the racist company, blah blah blah. And then they were like, I am no longer streaming on Mixer till they'll get their shit together.
No one knew until they saw it on Twitter. It was like, what? Wait.
Yeah, literally. That's the first place I saw it was Twitter.
Yeah,
and I was like, I just saw like that. I saw the hashtag speaking out or speaking up. I can't remember the specific slogan.
Yeah,
not slogan, I guess.
You talking about Mixer shutting down or all?
Right.
I was
right
like, it's. I feel like it's like a sequential timeline.
Yeah,
so
it was like
people
before.
start speaking out against creators and people in the industry using positions of power to take advantage of people. Which, one, if you do that, just take a long walk off a short pier. You're a shitty person. Two, it opened people's eyes to what was really going on, and it started with a bunch of people at. Did it start with Say No to Rage?
No.
Okay, that was the real big one I saw, and I was like, whoa. And there were a couple people in the Destiny community that got called out, but then it kept going, and you start seeing it from like high Mixer partners, and then it led to people that actually worked there, and then it went from them exploiting people to them being racist for anybody out there. They used bad rhetoric, they made jokes about it, and everybody started calling them out. And it went from people getting called out, people demanding that these platforms basically support what people were saying, and then out of the blue, Mixer announces that they are officially closing their doors July 27th, right?
22nd.
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 Okay, in July. Now, I've had this discussion with people. People can agree with me or not. Again, I'm just speculating here. I have nothing to back this up. But with everything coming out, do you really think Microsoft wanted to have to deal with that PR blunder for weeks, months, years? Because I feel like with everything coming out about at least Mixer, I feel like with everything coming out, Microsoft just decided to cut it off at the head. And they are like, we'll cut our losses and get rid of Mixer.
Yeah, it can't be a coincidence. The timing was too perfect. The day after Phil Spencer was like, let me go check into this, you know?
Yeah.
It just Phil Spencer came back with the axe, just went whoop.
But some people,
literally.
Those are a couple top streamers on Mixer that knew it was going to happen. They were going to announce next month they were going to go on
Nobody
Facebook.
knew.
Yeah.
Like,
nobody. Not even the staff. Not even the staff knew. That's how crazy that was.
Yeah.
But
from what I know, it was like, they're going on Facebook, and then like, I saw King Goliath on tweet saying, yeah, I was gonna announce that I was gonna go on Facebook. So like, man, it's a crazy time. Serious guys partnership and everything.
No, he just announced. He announced that after Mixer, because I saw his tweet too that he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna work out a deal with Facebook to be on their team, just like how he was on the team for Mixer to help people." That's what he meant. He didn't know about it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew about it. Not even the staff.
See, I get like all of my information from Jake on like the esports talk or whatever on YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch like all of his videos, so that's where I was seeing all of it. And like I saw like where it was saying he had one about Mixer being on fire or under fire or something, and I read that one, and that was when that employees and stuff had come out about, he sent all that stuff to all the higher ups and nothing ever got done about it, so he quit. And then they were doing then they were talking about the whole blackout thing, and then it started with the whole like the cancel culture thing. The first thing I seen on that was Syndicate.
I think I think this is the last thing I'm going to say on it because I'm not involved in it. I understand there's really terrible people in the world.
100%.
If you're an adult and you make a decision, people make decisions that they look back on and they regret for the entirety of their lives. If that happens, that doesn't mean you need to try and go back and harm or cancel the person that was involved in it. Everybody's made mistakes, whether it's who you're with, who you do something with, investments, like life decisions. Stuff happens. You learn from it, you get over it. But in 2020, like, so half the stories I've seen are appalling, and those people need called out. But the other half, it just seems like adults made mistakes, and now they're like, well, I feel really bad about the mistake I made, so I'm going to try to make myself not feel bad by doing this. And I'm going to leave it at that.
The reason I started mentioning that was just to lead up to the point where, like, so Mixer, Phil Spencer came back and asked Mixer, and the timing was just too perfect. It was just the day after. It was just the day after. He was like, I'm going to look into this. The day after, he was like, Mixer, done. Goodbye. Thanks for everything. It's going to end on July 22nd. So now, everybody was, like, trying to cancel Twitch because everybody, they're like, Twitch needs to be held accountable for. And then, God, it just switched. It was like, Mixer dead. Twitch is like, come to daddy, all my children. I'm the good person now. I'm good now again.
No one knows where to go still. Like, so half the people who are OG to Mixer don't even know where to go, man. I feel sorry for them because, like,
don't feel sorry for them, bro. No. Look, small streamers on Mixer, yes. Big streamers on Mixer, no. Have you seen all the partnerships that rolled out?
They're getting like,
oh my god, bro. Stream. And you know, there's a bunch of those that were having like 5 viewers and that's it. Because if you were meeting Twitch's standards for partnership on Mixer, I get it. But if you were doing 5 average viewers, but you got the 20,000 followers?
No. So I believe the stipulation was you had to stream so many streams, so many hours, and you had to have 2,000 follows on your stream.
Jesus,
2,000 followers, and that was your standard for partnership. It had nothing to do with.
It's not the same requirements.
Concurrent viewership.
That's why people are complaining.
That's the big stickler on Twitch that I see a lot of people raising that point. That, you know, I know people on Twitch with like tens of thousands of followers, yet they maybe get
less than 10.
Less than 10 actively viewing them in a stream. That's the big thing on Twitch is you need to have a minimum of 75 active viewers as your average viewership.
Exactly.
And that's
they take into they don't. It doesn't say it, but they also take into your sub account and stuff. Like, you got to be making them. You got to be bringing in money.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're meeting 75 viewers, but you're not getting subs or anything, you can be denied partnership and reapply later.
All you're doing is just getting follows and most of the time.
Yeah. The thing is, I watched another good video too that was talking about, like, I mean, I even personally said it. Everybody was like, "Oh, Shroud and Ninja are just gonna come back and dominate Twitch again." But I watched a video that made a pretty good point that YouTube might be the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about streaming on YouTube, but apparently YouTube's numbers, as far as like in the Twitch realm or streaming realm, had taken, like, their numbers went up a lot. Where like Mixers, they said stayed at like 2% or whatever it was. So they're thinking that, like, the guy that was talking about it was thinking that YouTube is gonna probably swallow up Mixers, the portion that Mixer was taking, and then you have the small portion of Facebook gaming, which, in my opinion, I think Facebook's stats are kind of padded because it's just in feeds. So
you scroll right through it and it counts as a view, right?
Oh, look, our viewership went up.
Well, I mean, I get the point of I get the point of the whole fluff, but if you really think about it, is that so much was a bad thing? What's Twitch's number one weakness?
Too many streamers, not enough viewers.
Discoverability, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Because you go on Twitch, you're looking at that something's plastered. They're not pulling anybody from anywhere. Facebook has a lot of people. Obviously, everybody knows your whole freaking family's on there, probably.
Yeah,
you know.
Your family and friends,
so if you show up on their feed, why is that bad? See what I'm saying? Like, okay, fluff.
It's not. I just think their stats are I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just think their stats are kind of skewed in because
Yeah.
of that, though. It's not people actively in there watching that person stream. It's like it could be counting viewers because of some people scrolling and going by and seeing it, and they might not actually fully stop in and watch the stream. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
I don't know anything
but I
about it.
do like that they put it in people's feeds. You know, like because
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, Amazon's not doing nothing for Twitch.
that's true,
Daddy
yeah.
Facebook is doing something for their little kid, Facebook GG. Daddy Amazon ain't doing shit for for Twitch.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
you don't
Not their-
you don't look
not
at the
their
you,
thing.
you don't go to the games and there's no streams on there.
No.
You know, on Amazon there's nothing.
Whereas the guy made the same point for YouTube is where he said, you know, like everybody has a YouTube account already.
Yeah,
Everybody-
no doubt.
He said most of the videos I watch are videos that it happens to put in my recommended. He said it's not something I actually look for.
Seek out the rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Oh
So-
my god.
YouTube is like your one-stop shop too. I mean, you
Yeah.
you do a stream in real time, then you can also upload it as a video that can be watched at any moment,
Yeah.
and that could pop up in somebody's recommended. They could find you like all these different ways.
Have you
And it's
checked
one
out
stop
the
shop.
the YouTube live streaming?
No.
I haven't known.
I've seen a couple of it.
It sucks. It's hidden,
We get to
bro.
that, yeah, dude. No one
It's
people bash on
hidden.
you, man. For that.
Okay, open up your
It's
phone.
a- it's
too.
a-
If you don't
it's-
believe me,
it's
open
the-
up your phone right now and look at the YouTube app. Where the hell's the live? I couldn't find it.
Hold
I
up.
think
You
it's
put it in.
Hold up.
No, it's that bad. But see, the thing though is, if you subscribe to somebody, and they go live, you could see a little red dot.
Yeah, I mean, I see stuff in my inbox where it's like so and so went live with blah blah blah.
Exactly. So unless you're
Yeah.
subscribed to them, you're not really gaining much from streaming there with no following.
Wasn't there
So-
like a
so at the
YouTube thing?
bottom. At the bottom, if you hit Explore by Home, there's a live tab.
Oh.
So you gotta go out of your way to look for the live.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to
okay.
go out of
but,
your way to
don't
look for the
forget,
live.
YouTube is just for watching videos, man. They don't really focus on streaming.
Exactly. That was the whole point I was trying to make. Thank you, Bambushko. That's the point I was trying to make.
Okay. So to not like try to get off topic because the next portion of
I
the stream is,
do agree though that they can take it if they just take their
Oh,
head out their
yeah.
ass.
Oh, 100. If they had basically like an integration, like a Twitch integration almost,
Yeah.
or any other streaming site where it's like this is YouTube Live and it's
Or just okay, you know how they have a recommended, right?
yeah,
And then they have
like
another row
recommended
of
live channels.
Yeah, they have a recommended, and then they have another row of like music, another row of gaming. Why isn't there like recommended live and then recommended like regular? Just put it on top. Just one, like two rows.
That would be a simple setup, like recommended videos, recommended live channels.
And then you go down the rabbit hole into the live.
Yeah.
No one else probably not an algorithm.
So,
right?
charge
along with
you for that.
everything being on fire, in the same week that Mixer announced its shutdown, Friday, it started as just like people thought people were trolling, people thought it was a rumor, and it came with the announcement by Twitch that it was not a DMCA ban, but a permanent banning of Dr. Disrespect from the Twitch platform.
This time in for good.
And that was confirmed to be permanent, not only by supposed insiders and leakers, but the fact that his channel's gone and Twitch has refunded all of his subscriptions.
Yeah, that was what was strange to me is that they refunded all of his subs.
I did hear that that's the first time they'd ever done that.
Yeah,
Now-
the first time. Yeah.
So there's like two solid rumors as to why this happened. And again, rumors, speculation. No one knows if it's true. There's no factual backing, and no one's talking
Also,
because Twitch has not announced why they banned him, and Doc has not said anything because, according to Doc, they have not told him.
all right, I would like to add that we did roll out. It's not pandas.
It is
Right.
not pandas.
It is not
Again,
pandas.
That started on my live stream recently. I apologize to everybody
Pandas.
involved. We don't want to talk about it.
it's an inside joke on the stream. You know,
Anyway, so the two rumors that I have seen, and everybody knows Doc's past. He had an incident where he was involved with someone at TwitchCon. He came out about it. He made amends, cleared the
No,
air.
no, Bishko.
Everything's fine. There was the bathroom thing.
That got suspended.
He got suspended. He took a suspension, cleared the air, fine. He's been streaming. He signed a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal with Twitch, and everything was cool. But there's a couple telling things where his last stream, like about the last 10 minutes of it, his last stream Friday morning, you can see him look at his phone. His demeanor changes. He goes from being the Doc to being
just him.
Guy Beam. He goes to being himself. And he almost gets like a real somber tone where he's like, you know what, guys, he's like, we'll get through this, everything will be fine. And then right before he rolls his like subscription montage, you just hear him go fuck, and then he ends the stream. So whatever he found out obviously wasn't part of the plan or good, but people are obviously, the rumor mill's going wild. People are like, oh, he did something terrible, blah blah blah. You know, the feds are after him, XYZ.
The feds.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, people are going crazy.
Who?
Oh,
What was
I
that?
heard
Tax
about
evasion
that.
or some shit?
But the two things I've seen, one was saying that the person from his past incident, the person he was involved with, was also a prominent female creator who Twitch made a deal with. Again, all speculation, all rumor. This was on Reddit from someone who was a former HR member of Twitch.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. They made a deal. They made a deal with her. Doc came out. He made his announcement. Everything was fine. This person reapproached Twitch and wanted a better deal. Twitch said no, and then banned Doc. That's one.
Wasn't it basically she wanted either a better deal or she was going to expose the fact that like Twitch tried to help cover something up or something?
Yeah.
Just stuff.
Yeah.
She was going to like speak out and
Yes.
yeah.
Now option 2, which this is even newer than that, screenshots have surfaced of a Twitter account called Brime. It was very low key, very under the radar. Brime is apparently a new up and coming streaming platform. Their API is not launched. They do not have a website, but they have a Twitter account.
Yeah, they don't.
Now, before these screenshots surfaced, under their following list, there were a lot of very telling names.
Oh yeah.
Which within hours of the screenshots coming out, these people then unfollowed. So I feel like that gives a little headway. Some of the names everybody will know: Ninja, Shroud, Ewok, the 3 huge signings on Mixer. 3 people that also told Mixer, give us our money, we're not going to Facebook. Because obviously they can go wherever they want. Another name on that list was Dr. Lupo, who's obviously a very community and charitable based gamer. But the last one, and this is the big one, was Dr. Disrespect. Was following Brime. And Brime, so far in their tweets, they've said that they are a non-exclusive streaming site, which means you're not buckled down by them. They are by gamers for gamers, and they care about gaming on their site. The big rumor is that the biggest streamers in the industry have come together to collaborate on making a brand new streaming platform. By gamers, for gamers. Now, people are saying that the reason Twitch is not announcing why they banned Doc, because I feel like he knows. I don't think there's a reason any way he would not know.
You would have to, right?
Yeah, and all Twitch has said is he broke their community guidelines. He broke their DOS. That's all they said. I feel like someone at Twitch got wind of it, and it has validation. So they're like, we can't announce that we just banned one of our top streamers because him and the other people that left our platform who were our top streamers are now making a platform because we refuse to basically help or aid other streamers who have large complaints on our platform.
Well, if Dr. Loop is following it, I wonder
See,
if he's
that's-
getting under fire too.
So is Castro too.
Well, the one that I didn't understand was Dr. Lupo because he's like just re-signed with Twitch and everything also. Right when Courage and all them signed to YouTube,
Yeah.
it was like he made that video about where he was staying at Twitch because it was his home and everything. Like that was the one I was like, I don't really know. And then the other thing that I saw was after Doc actually tweeted that about that he didn't know why. Ninja's wife tweeted something
Yeah.
about I don't believe that or something. So then they were saying like, you know, if they were in collaboration to make this Brime thing happen or whatever,
Why we should jab
know, why
at
would
him?
he be like? But the tweet might not necessarily be at him. It just came out after his tweet. It doesn't actively like it wasn't on his post, so nobody
Wait,
knows.
so if there's no going back, right? If they find out he broke TOS, it's like permanent, it's done. There's no working it out. Wouldn't he just come out and say it?
Yeah.
No, because maybe there's something else going on more that we can't understand from the
No, but
guidelines.
this is talking about
broke.
specifically about Brime, right? Because
Oh.
if it was about Brime, if I was Dr. Disrespect, I'd be like, you know what? It's done. It's still. I'm not going back to Twitch. I can't work nothing out. And guess what, guys? This is so. Oh wait, maybe he's waiting for everybody else. Maybe, because I'm guessing the contracts still are gonna be holding on to Shroud, Ninja, and Ewok till the 22nd.
Yeah.
They're still streaming on there, right?
Technically, yeah.
So we're gonna have to wait till then. Except Dr. Disrespect got caught up.
I didn't think about that. That's actually a good.
But supposedly too, if something on the doc's offline screen or something with his like an overlay or something said that something about an announcement on the 29th, which is tomorrow. And then Brime was also saying something about announcements and stuff on the 29th.
That's their
Wait.
live. That they're doing a live stream tomorrow. They're going to be answering questions about Brime and the like and everything they're bringing to the table. That is tomorrow.
So,
And-
so Brian, is it going to be?
Where are they streaming?
What's going to be streaming on? Or
Right? That's what I'm like,
okay, if you want to know,
Twitch?
if you want to know, if you're watching live right now, or you see this, if you see the video, go. It is at Watch Brime on Twitter, because that's where they'll make the announcements, and I think that's where they'll put the link to where they're streaming or where the live stream's gonna be.
because this is what they said
can
9
live-
hours ago.
You can
That's what-
live stream from Twitter.
All right, what did they say?
Oh,
What they
They
say?
might
but-
do it from Twitter.
Here,
or
I
YouTube. They
can-
could always do
No,
YouTube.
So
but
I'm
Bushka
looking at
has it
their
up.
thing right now because on their 9-hour thing they said, "Hi all, just because we follow someone doesn't mean anything. Every streaming service follows people that they find interesting. Q&A still Monday though." Then
All right, well,
That
we
could also
will
just people
be
as well.
there for that.
that could also be diversion. Here,
Yeah.
I'll put this in your chat here, just to stir the pot a little bit. We'll just leave that right there.
All right. Well,
But-
I guess that we could lead up to the, since we already talked about Bryant. You try to get me?
What?
I was just getting immediately just disconnected from Twitch.
I know, I'm just get banned out of nowhere.
I love
Dude,
Facebook
it's-
Gaming.
Dude, it's fine.
He's like looking around, make sure.
Wait, why are your lights going off?
Why
My
are your
lights are going off.
Oh god.
Shit. See what you
The
did, bro?
deletion. The deletion.
Oh my god. What does that even mean?
Yeah, keep us streaming.
You're fine, man. It's fine.
I don't know. You
Why it doesn't say I can't type in your chat? No.
Ah,
Oh, my God.
where'd the stream go? No, just wait.
Just-
Alright.
I am like doing a thing.
Oh,
So
And then you
F
see the
word,
little thing, and you see this child deleted
Well,
from existence.
this does lead to the next topic of the new platforms. Brime is
Mm.
potential one. We'll see about that tomorrow. But in the wake of Mixer and Twitch maybe monopolizing again, Trovo came out.
Sorry, Brian, I
Trovo.live.
gotta help my wife us up real quick.
man. Yeah, you're good. You're good, man. You're
Yeah,
good.
you can come and go, bro. It's cool.
Get out. But yeah, so Trovo.live is the next big one.
Right.
I myself have streamed on there. I know these two guys. Grizz has not made an account yet, but these two guys made an account. Wolf is actually live right now on Trovo as well. Oh, okay. But it's a small, up and coming, pretty much brand new, very community oriented streaming service. They do have all the gaming categories you can think of. They have
adding more daily,
which is they're adding more. The extremely active Discord server as well, and very, very, very nice monetization practices as well.
Team Pineapple.
To Pineapple Gang.
Yeah,
If you
I
look
do.
at it.
I do like the ideas there. The team themselves from Trovo, they had a live stream, where you get to meet them, and then they went through what their future plans were, and everybody. There was a person from each part of Trovo. So there was like one where like from the merchandise, another one was like community manager, developer team. So they were like answering questions left and right. It sounded amazing. Just watching that stream really gave me the faith to keep going on Trovo.live. It sounds like
You'll have to let me see that. I don't know what that is.
it sounds like they're able to implement stuff, because I know a lot of people are saying like Twitch can't really change anymore because their system is just configured a certain way and they can't really do much after that. But Trovo.live is like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, and what else do you guys want? This is okay. We'll take it to our development team, or we're gonna be working on it. And dude, they've been amazing. They're in the Discord too. If they're like just, and everybody that was in that live stream was like, "This is my information. Contact us. Just we want to hear from you. This and this." And they're like, then people are like, "Shirts? Can we get those gecko shirts?" The little lizard guy, that little
the mascot.
Little mascot's pretty amazing. But I mean, I've been enjoying it. It's refreshing to be able to stream I guess the saturated games that are on Twitch. Valorant's pretty prominent, and I think that's because they do tournaments for it. They like 20,000.
So it's almost like weekly.
Oh man, yeah. So and it's pretty. Like, I think now is the time if you're gonna get on Trovo. Now's the time. Also, they have a partnership program, which, Gris, if you have the time, just look it over, and you might really be interested, because that's another really encouraging. It really encourages to stream on them.
Yeah.
I made so you. Oh, that really whited out my face. Holy.
That bright screen. Oh my god.
That's always my problem on stream. My
That's why
camera
I'm
will look good,
squinting.
and as soon as I open a game, it's like.
So the reason I wanted to tell you about it, which actually I did, but I really do want you to check it out because it's an option. I'm not saying to do it. I'm not going to force you or anything, obviously, but because Valorant is really popular there, and you play a lot of Valorant. And no offense to if you're on Trovo Live and you play Valorant, no offense, right? But this guy's a really good streamer. Chris, right above me, is a really good streamer, and I believe he can really take it at Valorant. He could just own this category on Trovo.live.
I'm not ashamed to say, as much as I didn't want to play it, Wolf convinced me to play Valorant, and it's fun. Yeah.
If you're wondering who Daddy Tencent is, all right, they own part of the Epic Store, basically. So they only got your information from Fortnite. They do, man, I was going through this a lot. They own part of Spotify. What was it? Riot, Blizzard. Like
I'll read that later. That's really whiting out my face.
They have a hand in a lot of the major gaming companies and Spotify.
Yeah, so I mean, they're saying they're working on a lot of partnerships already. Pixel Chat, Stream Elements. They're like, who do you guys want us to work with, and we'll contact them. That's what the development team said.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I want this. Trouble.live, yes.
Yo, wouldn't that be sick if they could work something else Spotify where you could play music?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
what everybody
it's
asked them, was
still
like,
MCA
what
anyway.
if they were saying one of the partnerships was because of music, because the MCA has become a big thing, but Tencent owns part of Spotify, so they might be able to work something out where you can just play off of Spotify and you will get in trouble, which would be amazing. That'd be killer. Oh yeah, they make movies too. Thank you. And then they have a music distribution. They're big. They're huge. So, I mean, so like I was telling RB, like I'm pretty sure you guys are talking about Devin Nash, about the whole YouTube and the Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, is that what that video you saw? All right. So one of the things he was saying about Twitch too is like they don't have nowhere to pull from. Twitch literally depends on its own streamers to bring people in, to go post on YouTube, to go post on Twitter, to go post on Facebook, to bring people in. So they got nobody to pull from, right? And then Daddy Amazon is not doing them any favors. So Tencent, Daddy Tencent, I don't know why I keep saying that.
Quit saying Daddy.
I know, man.
They got their hands in a lot of stuff. So they got their hands a lot of in different areas. So basically, that means they could probably do ads on Spotify, ads in movies. Like Noodles was saying that they have a distribution for. So they can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I got more faith in them.
If it eventually becomes, like where it's gonna make, give Twitch a run for its money, then it's also the next thing is still gonna be discoverability if it becomes, the new main thing. Yeah. So, like, it can be advertised and it can pull people in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like
still gonna become, how are those people gonna find you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they already got their hands in so many, like just Spotify for example, right? If they just advertise it on Spotify, that's like a huge win too.
I pay for premium though, so I don't get those ads.
No, but I mean in the app itself, like on the side or something.
Sick flex, bro.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Look at the guy with the money. Premium.
Okay. Now, it was all happenstance that we actually found it, because the one of the guys I follow on Twitter, I saw his tweet and I was like, oh, this is cool. And right before I went live, I was streaming Doom, which obviously Doom's like a 4 or 5 year old game at this point.
Yes, it is.
And this kind of segues into what I was going to say. But I found this and I posted it in the Discord, and I was maybe like 35 minutes into Doom, and Gun and Wolf come into my stream. They're like,
rated his channel.
You have to check this out. And I was like, what are you guys on about? They're like, the link you sent, go look. I was like, oh. So then I literally ended stream early and went and made an account on Trovo, and I was like, this is sick.
But I was actually going to do my next stream on there and just see what happens.
Yeah, so from my
set it up right, I honestly don't know if I did.
From my personal
we'll show
experience,
you. It's easy.
And I've officially been on Twitch for a year. I didn't do my year celebration. I guess I missed it. Whatever.
I forgot already.
Taking too many breaks, going back and forth between platforms. From going from Twitch to that, and my Twitch streams have been way better as of late. On Trovo, it feels better, because not only are people coming in, people are talking, people want to be involved, people want to meet each other, people want to be part of communities. The Discord, you can go talk to anybody in the Discord and they can talk about anything. We've had an hour-long conversation today about pineapples. Don't ask how it started.
No, it's been 24 hours now, I think, bro.
It's like 24 hours of pineapples.
Wait,
and
Discord.
Trovo has their own Discord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you should join it. It's
really active.
Yeah, it's free to join. And here's the thing. Discoverability on streaming platforms inherently is, lack of a better term, it's a fickle bitch. On Twitch, if you want to play a game that you enjoy, like me personally, you guys know me, I like some weird games, but I like Apex, COD, Sea of Thieves, Destiny 2. basically the basic stuff that people still play. If you want to get seen on Twitch and you don't have either upwards of 100 or even a couple hundred viewers, you're going to be 100 plus scrolls down, and barely anybody's going to take the time to go down there to see it, no matter what you do. So you're going to have to pull numbers from outside the platform. I was playing a 4 to 5 year old game just so I had the chance in a smaller category to be seen. Whereas on Trovo, I've had people coming back because they like hanging out with me while we're playing Apex, COD, Destiny. Destiny 2 has been good, and I'm actually going to focus on Destiny 2.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing about what I like about Twitch versus Trovo is basically, yeah, Twitch is big, but I mean, when you're streamed to 2 to 3 viewers, and you know, and you go to Trovo, like, does it really matter? You know what I mean? Yeah. Does it really matter? Because like, I don't know what your guys' experiences are, but like all these Twitch streamers, I know it sounds weird saying it because, you know, I still do Twitch anyways, but those who stream exclusively to Twitch and only Twitch and put it out there like it's like the one and only, like no shady shit actually goes down. You know, they think they're the better. You know, they have, like, get off your high horse. Like, who cares if you go stream somewhere else? Like, it's not affecting your numbers. Like, who gives a shit? You know. And
I went on an unfollowing spree today on my Twitter.
Oh, about to
because
do the same thing.
And I linked this to Wolf, and then I later deleted it because I was sick of looking at it. And it was a tweet by someone, I will leave them unnamed. I had followed them because they seemed cool. They followed me back. Whatever. They openly on their Twitter admitted to getting partner from a partner push. Meaning you had people who necessarily didn't want to watch you, but came to your stream to give you the numbers, so you hit path to partner and you could become partner. Okay, whatever. You got your check mark. Now this person posted on Twitter today, running their mouth saying, basically bad-mouthing Trovo, bad-mouthing the people talking about Trovo, bad-mouthing the people that want to stream on Trovo or are thinking about streaming on Trovo. And I immediately just unfollowed this person. I'm like, I'm done with it. By the way, in modern day, rather than just argue with people, just get rid of them. Just unfollow them, mute them, block them. It's way easier. But yeah, no, people seem to have a pretentious attitude that Twitch is the end-all be-all. And granted, it's the biggest, but it is certainly not the best.
Yeah, okay, so back for the streaming platforms. What was it? Like, if there is going to be a new one, then people have many options in their lives now where to stream. They can stream on Facebook if they wanted to. They can stream on the Trovo, or they can stick on Twitch, which gives them many very options. And then it would be actually really good for whoever's going to go where.
Mark my words, the first streaming, because let's face it, streaming is extremely saturated. People love games. People like making content. Some people do it for money. Others do it because, you know, they want community. They want to help people. They what we do is what I hope most want to do. You know, entertain people, make them laugh, help them, talk to them.
Yeah.
The first streaming platform that provides an ample amount of discoverability, whether it's a directory, a rotating thing, I don't know. Somebody figure it out. But the first platform to do that is going to be the odds-on end winner when it comes to streaming platforms.
Well, Trovo's already working on a bunch of ideas, and they were open to suggestions too.
Yeah.
Didn't Mixer try to do that with like recommended channels and
they
tried to make it easier to find smaller streamers somehow.
They added an up and coming.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I can't remember what it was.
But that was.
I never really went to Mixer.
They added it but never did anything with it.
God, why can't they do that on Twitter? Not Twitter, you know, Twitch, and be like, new upcoming right here.
Damn it, Noodles.
The thing is, though, Twitch doesn't care about you unless you're making them money.
Oh yeah, that is making top, yeah, or getting sponsored by someone. Yeah,
it's just business.
Well, that's the thing I liked about Trouble.live was, yeah, it's Tencent's behind them, but the developers here have full control. They're investing, but they're like, here's the money, you do whatever it takes to make it work. And these people were super friendly. Everybody was having a good time. They even got into the pineapple discussion.
There's actually a section on their Discord itself. If you go, it's platform updates. So they have stuff listed about like what's gonna happen, and then coming. I believe there's what is it up and coming? Actually, announcements. They're announcing like what all's happening, tournaments, what have you.
And then Valorant tournaments, bro.
If you look under the fact sheet, it has like things that are coming that are in development, things that are impending which have already been developed, and messages and whatnot.
I'm saying it's really nice to be able to stream Valorant.
Yeah.
Apex.
What
Warzone.
What is it?
Without feeling like it's gonna be a throwaway day. I liked what Botch said. Like, he says, "I hope Trouble has a good TOS/ban system." True, because one of my biggest gripe against Twitch is their obvious bias against certain Twitch streamers and protection of others, like untouchables.
Inconsistencies.
And we all know who they are, but I don't want to touch that subject because we might get canceled by their minions.
We can keep it unnamed, but did you see the tweet that went out shortly after? I mean, we all know who we're talking about, right?
How dare you throw your can? No, I got distracted by RP's can.
Okay, before we go, let's answer a few chat questions here. Botch TV, where do you guys see Trovo going for smaller streamers? Dude, look at those cards. I summon the Dark Magician. Where do I see it going for small streamers? People that are getting involved with it now that are decent streamers that had issues with discoverability for obvious reasons on other platforms. You will be able to forge connections and meet people who you otherwise probably would not have met, and be able to establish yourself in some categories. But the other side of that is just streaming anymore. And this is the one thing I'll pull from like all the videos that are out there: how to grow on X platform in whatever year. So when you're live, that's the only time you have content. So use your clips, make videos. Even this, like, it's us four talking about stuff in the industry, but do that and upload it somewhere, and use it that way. So if somebody finds your video, they're like, oh, I like what they're saying, and they'll come find your channel, and because they want to interact with people live who they agree with things on or who they like. So don't be afraid. Like when we all started like making videos, doing the podcast, whatever, we were all like, oh shit. But now it's just we get on here and we essentially just bullshit and have a good time.
That's good.
Yeah,
get that YouTube going.
Taking, like clips from streams that I would post on Twitter. I made a TikTok and just started putting them on there.
I'm on TikTok. I think the most likes I ever had on TikTok is
this guy.
102 likes.
Bushka was trying to get sponsored by G Fuel. He made a TikTok. He's like shaking the shaker with the G Fuel.
The first one, actually, that was my first one, dude.
Oh god.
Also, you know what the most like one was? It's the one where we're playing World War Z, and I came out as we're closing the door, I accidentally go out through it. That was my most liked.
Oh, dude,
he melees through the closed door just into thousands of zombies, and we're like, okay.
Because they were getting in there, I was like, okay, man, protect them. Then pushes me.
Dude, my favorite one was you literally jump off a ledge into a meat grinder, and I was like,
okay, I did not see that, dude.
It was close.
Alright, if you guys haven't played World War Z, it's a really fun game. We'll probably do that again.
World War Z is hella fun.
Just wait till it goes on sale.
Anyways, yeah. Alright, well, I think that's about wraps it up.
Oh yeah.
But that's it for us. We'll catch you next time.